Bounds out of her corner does Myra. Look at where the legs end on Choi as compared to where the legs end on Myra Mazar. She needs to use those inside and outside leg kicks and the front kicks to keep Myra at bay. Myra, the number 5 ranked in the strawweight division. Choi looking to break into the top 5 in the heated strawweights, where the champion is Zhong Jinnan. Tiffany Teo, number 1, Nicolini, number 2, Angela Lee, number 3, Ayaka Miura, who beat Mazar by second round sub, a scarf hold arm lock back in January, is number 4. Very wide stance here on Myra.
Myra's expecting Choi to come in nice and tight and close that distance. You can see her just waiting to time that right hand. She's trying to pull in Choi. Let's see if Choi fully commits.
A pouring lead hand here from Choi. Myra, right hand, cocked and ready. Double jab, outside leg kick, hits the knee, nicely done. There's the right hand to the jaw now. It's an explosive start again here from Myra. Clinches up with the Korean.
You can see the difference in their footwork. The minute Choi came in, she got caught, she stumbled backwards, her feet were underneath her. Now Myra is starting to jump all over her.
Myra swarms well. When she's on the inside, she throws the combinations. It's very efficient striking, doesn't waste a lot of energy.
Choi's got to be careful to get her back off the circle wall. She's got to start moving. Myra's going to try to pin her there and let go of those hands.
That's what she needs to do, Choi. Use these front kicks, those incredibly long limbs of hers have to come into play. Myra wants to get on the inside, get inside the phone booth and bomb away to the body, then go to the jaw of the Korean. Outside leg kick, a beauty again to that common peroneal nerve. Goes high for the headache maker. Front kick was caught by Myra. Choi left it out there hanging. Myra backs her against the fence, looks for a takedown, they tango. Maintains her vertical base as Choi takes a knee to the left side of the waist.
Good balance by Choi, but Choi's got to swim those arms underneath Myra's. Myra's got 2 body locks, nice and tight. All she has to do is try to get control and she can spin her to the ground. Good balance by Choi so far.
You can hear the corner of Myra saying knee her leg. They want to damage those long legs of Choi to take them out of contention. Cork them up and deaden the legs. Nice gut-munching knee there from Myra. There's lots of instructions coming from the Evolve MMA team in Myra's corner. 2-5 remaining, first of 3.
Good job by Choi so far to maintain the vertical base, but Myra was just not giving up on it. Eventually, Myra Mazar was able to torque and twist her down to the ground, and now she's on top. Choi's got to be careful. She's got that. She's got an overhook on her left side, so that's giving Myra the ability to try to flatten her out.
The native Brazilian, who now calls Singapore home, finds herself on the bottom position after that lovely sweep from Choi.
Nice sweep by Choi to end up in that top position. Now she's using the overhook she had on that arm, but Myra's able to reverse her right back.
Seesawing contest on the ground, just under 80 seconds remaining now. Closed guard from Choi. Glances towards her corner, does the Korean.
I've seen Choi in the past utilize this guard position to set up some nice arm bars. You can see she's trying to control the right arm of Myra Mazar. She might try to work her way back up, throw one of those legs over. You can see her trying to attempt a sweep. Now she went for the body triangle.
Good elbow, postured up nicely off the left arm, did Myra.
Choi's got those long limbs, and it's really given her a good advantage just in holding on to Myra. So Myra's not able to posture up. She's not able to really do anything. She's just sitting there, but I think Myra's just biding her time until she finds that opening.
Choi does come in undefeated. Could she find the first submission win of her career? Those long legs wrapped around Myra.
Let's go, no holding, action.
As we move to the final 10 seconds of the opening round. And it's been a beauty. Bird's eye view there of the closed guard of Choi.
Stop!
We go to the towels. Folks, don't forget to give us a follow across all your social media platforms at One Championship on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram.
Interesting first round. Well, you get to see that championship caliber Sanda coming from Mayra Mazar there, as she was able to land some heavy punches to Choi. And then she did good work inside that clinch. You can see that Mayra Mazar has really started to round out her game and become more than just a striker, utilizing beautiful trips, and that comes from that Sanda background that she's got. But then when she was on top, she kind of got caught up in the guard of Choi, and Choi was doing a good job of controlling her posture, controlling the head, not allowing Mayra Mazar to posture up and start dropping bombs.
Inside the mighty Singapore Indoor Stadium, we thank the Singapore government for hosting us and keeping us all very safe and happy and healthy. Second round of 3. Can Choi contain the Sanda striking of Mayra Mazar? Sanda, a martial arts system originally developed by the Chinese military.
Let's go!
It's based upon the study and practices of traditional kung fu and modern combat techniques. Combines a lot of close-range kickboxing aspects with wrestling and takedowns and throws, and we've seen Mayra use it effectively so far. There's a Muay Thai clinch to an overhook from Choi.
Yeah, Michael, that's what I like about Sanda, is that addition to the throws. They really add in a lot of beautiful hip throws and trips, and that's what we're seeing inside the clinch here of Mayra Mazar. Once she gets in nice and tight, she's always going for different things. She's not just attacking one takedown. She goes to a chain of different takedowns and different trips and throws.
Body shot, hammer fist strike to the outside thigh from Mayra, staying busy in this clinch situation. You can hear the corner of Mayra saying, "That's it, Mayra, keep scoring." They want her to stay busy.
Yeah, you can see that she's got the underhook on the right side. That's going to give her some good control. You can see she's trying to torque and twist, but Choi's wise to it. And she's using her length well to stay upright and not allow Mazar to take her down. But this is what Sanda takedowns have, you know, a lot about them, is that they're trying to twist and torque and throw, like similar to judo. You know, I'd like to see her attack those legs and go for a double leg maybe, because, you know, you can see Choi's not really using the overhooks to hold her up and to pry her up. She's just kind of using it to defend the head.
Push the head, push your head, push your head. Let go of the cage, let go.
Elevating that leg on that one side. There it is. Beautiful takedown landed by Mazar to end up in the guard of Choi. Let's see if she can work past the guard. She can push down. Beautiful job to push down on one of those legs. Now she's going to try to slide her left leg through, maybe take a more advantageous position.
This is beginning to look dangerous for 22-year-old Choi. Mayra has been on her game tonight.
Fingers in the eye.
She has listened to her corner every step of the way, and so far it has worked a treat. And there's patience here from Mayra. The corner is asking her to see if she can work her way into mount. Looks to open up that right arm, drop the elbows to the face of Choi. Choi in a very bad spot here as Mayra advances her position. Up kicks here from Choi. They could be dangerous.
Man, those are some long legs. She is able to connect to the head of Mazar just from her back.
Absolute fishing poles of legs here for Choi. Hammer fist strike from Mayra, straight back on top of her. Now the aggression from Mayra Mazar.
Don't kick the head of down an opponent. Don't kick the head. You understand? Don't kick the head of a down opponent. Let's go.
Yeah, if Mayra drops one knee to the ground, then she would be considered down. So that's what the referee was warning about.
Up kicks again here. Almost a upside down bicycle kick there from Choi. Now goes to the knee, trying to push that lead knee back of Mayra. That can be very dangerous, very painful. Springs to her feet. Mayra tries to capitalize. High knee here.
Dangerous way to get back up to her feet, but she was able to do it.
Courtesy of the length in those legs. That gave her that gap, that moment to execute the return to her feet. Little popping right hands from Mayra.
Push. Head position, Myra, under the chin.
Head position under the chin, the corner is saying from Evolve MMA for Myra Mazar.
Where the head goes, the body goes, and if you can drive your head up into your opponent, it becomes very uncomfortable and a lot harder for them to defend, and you just have a better control of your opponent. You can see Myra's trying to swim her arm inside so she can get double underhooks, which is very advantageous inside these clinch positions. So she's got to try to get her right arm inside the arm, but she's going to go back to that trip. Beautifully done by Mazar. Again, to end up in that top position. Now, this is where we got to see some improvement from Choi. Choi's got to get off of her back. She can't have both shoulder blades pinned to the mat like this. She has to take her right arm, get it underneath the left arm of Mazar, just like that. Now she can start to turn. Now she can start to get away. She's just trying to hold her there to avoid the ground and pound. Choi's got to be more excited about getting out of this position. She's only got 22 seconds left in the round. She needs to kind of get some points on the board here.
It has been a wonderful round for Myra Mazar. Half guard perhaps to finish it as we move to the final 10 seconds. Dominance from the Brazilian.
Man, you can just hear those gloves just thudding off the head of Choi. Mazar still got power in those hands from the grounded position.
We have one more round to go. Mitch, there's a contrast in the corner styles between Myra's corner out of Evolve MMA and the gym lab from Choi's corner. A lot of activity, a lot of instruction coming from the Evolve team, not as much from Choi. What do most athletes prefer? Is there a preference as to a very vocal corner or a corner that doesn't give you much instruction during the round?
Well, I think it's down to the personal preference of the athlete. You know, if you're in training and your coaches are screaming at you and you get used to hearing that one voice, you can hear Sayer Baharzade's voice penetrate this entire arena. We can hear it all the way up here.
I mean, Sayer is guiding Myra every second of this bout, and she's listening to him. When he says it, she does it.
Yeah, and it's very important for an athlete that hears that in training to hear it inside the circle. If you're not hearing your coach talk to you, it can kind of, you know, you're not doing the right things. But, you know, we don't understand Korean, so there could be some very specific instructions coming to Choi as well.
It makes Evolve MMA one of the greatest super gyms on the planet.
Those leg kicks are wide open for Mazar. She can just tee off on this leg.
Goes for a side kick, does Myra. Front kick there from Choi. We haven't seen enough of those. Round kick from Choi. Choi again just probing with the lead hand, trying to range find maybe a home for the right. Myra controlling center circle, keeping Choi on the outside, fakes the jabs, throws the right hand. That right is laden with power for Myra Mazar.
And Choi doesn't handle the oncoming pressure very well. You can see how she backs up with her hands down. That's not a very good position to be in with Myra Mazar. If Myra Mazar just goes forward, she's gonna back up Choi into the circle wall, and then she can work for another one of those clinch body lock takedowns.
Yeah, that's good, Myra.
Myra waiting. As I said earlier, she never overextends. She doesn't waste energy. Very efficient in her striking, very calculated in her attacks. Here's another flurry. Straight line punches and leg kicks. Now they clinch against the wall. It has been a terrific contest for Myra, one of her best performances so far, with 3:35 remaining in the contest.
Yeah, we're starting to see the well-rounded skill set of Myra Mazar develop. And we know exactly what she's going to do here. She's going to try to look for one of these takedowns again, possibly over the hip or another trip to end up in top and just score points with the ground and pound. So she's added these elements to her game, and that's what this work up against the wall is exhausting, and it's extremely technical. Grappling right up here against the wall is just as important as grappling on the floor, and that's been the addition to her game that we're seeing.
Of course, at Evolve MMA, she's a sparring partner to the world's champion, Jongjin Nan. That's going to be a tremendous boost for the confidence and the skill set of Myra. Wrenching takedown there from Myra. Tough position for the Brazilian again. And she receives applause from Saya in her corner. You can hear them saying, you're going to finish her in this round, Myra. They are willing the Brazilian to end the contest in the next 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Good job by Mazar to work her way into side control. You can see Choi's trying to trap the arm and just prevent a little bit of ground and pound. Myra's got to try to work to stay in this position. The referee might stand him up, even though it's a dominant position. Good job by Mazar. Now she's got knee on belly. She's going to try to take that left leg and slide it across the belly into mount, which she does beautifully.
This could be the beginning of the end for Choi.
Now she's driving her hips down just to add that pressure so she gets a little bit of control off Choi, and all Choi can do really is hold the head. She's got to put her hands on the hips and start pushing away, not hold on.
Elbows off the left, knuckles off the right here from Myra.
You have 2 minutes to finish the fight, Myra.
Taking Choi apart. 1 minute 40 remains now. Will Choi see out the round? Can she survive? And is Myra going to go for the finish as her corner have called for? More elbows. They said elbows to the face, and she responded with elbows to the face. Listening to the team at every moment, they're calling for more elbows to the face. They think they could finish Choi. 80 seconds remains now.
Choi's stuck in this position, but her control of the head, just like we saw in the first round, it's that control. She's able to utilize that long reach that she's got and bring Myra nice and tight to her. But now Myra could posture up.
Hammer strikes to the forehead, to the orbital. Now she postures up, does Myra. Choi tries to buck her to no avail. Now controls that posture. Under a minute remaining, and still Myra punishes the 22-year-old Korean.
If Myra just lets go with like 5 to 6 punches, the referee might be forced to stop this. Even though they might not be doing a lot of damage, we have to protect our athletes. And if she just postures up and starts to go, there she goes.
Here comes Myra now. She's searching for the finisher. Hapless Choi with nowhere to go. It's good night, Irene! Myra Mazar, a tremendous performance. It was one-way traffic to the Brazilian. That was dominant.
And it just built all the way up. All 3 rounds kind of connected together. We saw it. The writing was on the wall. She wanted to back her up against the circle wall, get that clinch takedown, get on top, establish a more and more dominant position with every single round. And then once she gets on top, she just started dropping those bombs until the referee was forced to jump in and stop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Justin Brown, has called a stop to this contest after 4 minutes and 26 seconds in the third and final round. For your winner, by way of technical knockout!